Calling all units, calling all units. Donut Shop has a fresh dozen. Go ahead and take a 1040.
Yo, what's up? Welcome. I'm gonna try to figure. There we go. Now I'm back. Good morning, everybody. It's Donut Shop Podcast. It is coffee and donuts. No donuts because I finished them last week. So, but here's some coffee. Cheers, everybody, and good morning. Just checking in on a Sunday, Thanksgiving weekend, kind of. I mean, long weekend, because if you had off Thursday and then you're off Friday, in my schedule, you're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday. So it's a long weekend. Maybe you're preparing for some, shopping, or you already did some shopping. I did not do any Black Friday shopping. I did not do, I haven't done any. I did see, so I'll tell you in a few about some online shopping that I did, and then we'll get into that. So yeah, morning, Julie. Julie reminds us that it is a nice 75 degrees in sunny South Florida. Thank you for the compliment. We had a sweet little cold front come through on Thanksgiving to make it feel nice and festive. I appreciated that, Mother Nature. And then Jerry up in Tennessee has 40 degrees, rainy and crappy. So I will take what we have now over what Jerry's got in Eastern Tennessee right now. So it's take the dogs out for their walk in the morning, and it wasn't that cold, so it's not hoodie weather, but definitely had some hoodie weather earlier towards the end of the week, Thanksgiving time. So it was nice. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Chime in the comments if you enjoyed any meals or anything like that with family. My brother came down from Orlando, rode the Brightline. He was supposed to get picked up, or I was supposed to pick him up at midnight, so my schedule, I work at 5:30 in the morning. So I woke up at 4:20 on Wednesday morning, and I was supposed to pick him up at midnight. So I was like, oh man, this is going to be tough, but I'll figure it out. And then as I was going off the air at 5, Sarge called me and was like, hey, can you stick around for some overtime? And naturally I was like, sure thing. And because I needed to stay up anyway, so why not grab some overtime since I'm staying up? And that I did. But like 6 o'clock, my mom texted me and was like, yeah, your brother missed his train, so he's not coming in at midnight. So I did not need to pick up my brother, but I still got 6 hours OT out of it, and got home at 11 and promptly went to bed and didn't have to go pick him up from the airport, which was cool. He ended up making it to Thursday morning, and so it was cool. It was nice to have him down. His fiance is working in Germany for the last couple months on a Disney cruise ship, getting it ready to go out to sea. And so my brother was running Stag for Thanksgiving, so he came down to hang out with us, and it was nice. We didn't do anything crazy cooking wise. I had seen at Seasons 52, there was a little Thanksgiving dinner meal prep thing that you could order and pick up on Wednesday. So I had my dad pick it up on Wednesday, and it was great. It was white meat, dark meat, turkey in a pan, and it was set up with all the sides and fixins. It was freaking awesome. And the best part about it is we didn't have to do much all day. I wanted to eat at 5 and started the prep at 4. So sorry, everybody who worked hard cooking and prepping meals and stuff like that. I did not. But it's still nice to have Thanksgiving dinner with the fam, and didn't get too full. We got plenty of leftovers, and then of course some great desserts. So there's Liz. Jerry says Liz always goes overboard with the food, many leftovers. But yeah, but I saw Jerry. I saw you had you were playing dancing turkey on the kitchen counter over the sink. I wanted you to put it on your head like Joey and Friends, but it probably wouldn't have been a safe thing. Liz is in here too. Jerry and Liz watching on separate devices. I appreciate you guys keeping the count up. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. It's gross here. Yeah, Jerry was telling us the weather's nasty. Jerry needs to light a fire. Yeah, get that fire going, Jerry. So turkey, ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and other sides. All right. And then I want a new coffee maker. What do you use? No? So coffee. Like, all right. So you guys know my coffee that I drink is blackout coffee, mostly because I get a kickback when I order myself. So blackout coffee, DSP 10 gets you a little discount. I just ordered a 5-pound bag. It's coming in like Tuesday. So yeah, I just have a regular, probably $40 coffee maker from Amazon that I got, or whatever brand, a general brand. I've looked into getting, some fancy coffee maker. I order the coffee ground already. I don't get whole beans. For me, I don't know. I feel like if there's any coffee snobs in the world, I feel like it's more about what creamer you use. I just use Coffee Mate hazelnut. So lighten it up just a little bit, and then that's my coffee. But I mean, I'll drink a black coffee too. It's also good. But the only time I've ever really been like wowed by coffee was when we were in El Salvador and we were on an actual coffee plantation, and our tour guide made the took the beans that had just been roasted, and so that coffee, I was like, okay, all right. And I was drinking it black, and I was like, all right, I'm tasting it. There's a bit of a difference. This is good. So, otherwise, it's just me. I mean, it ain't bourbon. What else we got? What's up, Nate? Good morning. Good morning. Another sip of coffee. So yeah, so I don't have okay. So and then you rock the Chobani. Okay, yeah. Mine's probably full of chemicals. It's Coffee Mate. It's an OG. Publix runs a buy one get one free every 2 weeks, and that's what I do. Today's, I think, the day that I got to pick up some more Coffee Mate to put in the fridge and hold over till next week. But yeah, so it. So Thanksgiving was great. It's been a nice, relaxing weekend. As I said, with the last few weeks of me working, I've taken off every Thursday that I was supposed to work. So that's nice. I got a 4-day weekend every week, which is super sweet. And so it's a nice weekend to get stuff done, do some podcasting. I did an episode yesterday with before I get into that, what do we got here? Julie's got camp coffee, Alaska Native style, boiled coffee in a can. Ooh, over a campfire. You do that every day at the cabin on the North River in Alaska. Oh, at the cabin in the North River in Alaska. So yeah, I mean, camping coffee is definitely fun too. I mean, I remember when I was in Boy Scouts and we would, I don't think I was drinking coffee in Boy Scouts, but I remember seeing the scout leaders making cans with the camping coffee maker over the fire, super, super cool to be able to do that. And I know there's a few like mechanisms or like kind of hiking things that you can bring, and like when you're hiking, and if you do like an early morning hike to catch the sunrise and make coffee, out on the trail, very cool. I will do it someday, I'm sure. I haven't really done it yet. We're trying to figure out what our next hiking adventure is going to be and where we're going to go. Plenty of time coming up. Excuse me. So, what was I starting to say? Oh yeah, podcast yesterday, which will drop this Tuesday morning, was with a Wisconsin police officer. He's worked for a couple different agencies in Wisconsin. He had been in an officer-involved shooting, and uh, like kind of just went downhill after that. It really kind of got to him. He wasn't really set up properly. He says his chief did back him on all that kind of stuff, so it wasn't really that. But um, he had a tough time, and then it ended up just his behaviors just really kind of went south, and you know detrimental to his survival. And now he likes to talk about it, get on podcasts, kind of share what he went through, and some of the things that he uses to help him out and all that kind of stuff. So that's a episode and reels that'll be dropping this week. And then I'm trying to get a couple more episodes because we know the holidays get tough. It's going to be tough because like next weekend, I'm running out of town on Thursday to go to a bachelor party in Austin. I'm excited to go to Austin. I'm a little bit of a wuss or nervous about the bachelor, the group of people that I'm with, just because like I was hanging out with them last night for a birthday party, and it's like, oh man, I'm just beyond the age of just getting stupid drunk and irresponsible. So I made them aware that there's going to be points in time where I'm like, later guys, like you guys are a little too stupid for me. I'm not pulling out the get out of jail free card for anybody. I've done it before. Who do we got? Jerry, once you retire, how much time will you spend at the Counterculture studio in Orlando? Yeah, I mean, I plan on, I'm going up there the 22nd of December to fill in for our boy Mike, sit at the Anti-Hero broadcast table, news desk. I'm going to sit there and fill in for our boy Mike during that. But yeah, Tyler and I have talked about a few different things, a couple different ideas going forward, and try and get up there. Because I won't have a job, so I'll kind of loop that in with like, hey, Lupe, I would normally be gone working, or I'd be at work right now, so I'm just going to drive to Orlando to get on a broadcast or help out or do this. So I definitely not going to be an every week thing or every day thing, or whatever it is, once a week or twice a week. It's not going to be like that, just because it ends up being like a 4-hour drive in the Tesla. So but it'll be occasional. I'm going to swing that through and then just try to get into some events. And one of those things, I'm going to go get it, or I'm going to grab it because it's on a hook behind me. I'll be right back. All right. Well, come this week. So I've said it before. One of the things that I want to continue doing into retirement is firearms training, kind of getting out on the range, meeting up with different people. I think it'll be good content, or it'll have the ability to have some different interviews and meet some different people. So it's, and like my wife says, with my serial hobbyist nature, I guess I'm picking up a new hobby. I had purchased the Kimber 2K11 Pro, brand new gun, beautiful, 9mm, 9mm double stacked, sweet freaking gun, great shooting gun, and somewhat of a competition gun. So I got most of it came in this week, and then today the holster's showing up. But I got a range belt. There's your med kit with the tourniquet on the bottom. So, and then there's the QLS holster style to drop in a Safariland. So I got a Safariland. This is all multicam tropic because I am in the tropics. So I got to have that set up. So sweet range belt kind of set up with some, kind of speed loading, and so I'm just finishing setting it up. I got two different companies. I got the The med kit I got from Flatline Fiber Company. Anti-Hero has a good discount. I think it's Anti-Hero 10 or Anti-Hero 15. Got me a little discount. I think for Cyber Monday they have a better discount, but I wanted to support the boys. So I got Flatline Fiber Company for the med kit. I may actually buy a second one because I carry med kits when I travel, just because God forbid, you never know. So I've used even just the antiseptic in the med kit before when we were in Turkey and my buddy got scratched by a feral cat because Istanbul is covered in feral cats. And he got scratched, so we didn't want him to get the cat scratch fever. So I antiseptic and I kind of cleaned him up with my med kit. I wanted to, so I got that Flatline Fiber Company as the med kit, and then the whole belt setup is done from Blue Alpha. They're both out of Georgia. Blue Alpha is a cool company that I started following after I talked to Chris Kouras from Good Dude Concepts that was on the podcast. So the Blue Alpha belt was really nice. They ended up messing up and they sent me horizontal rifle mag pouches so that they would go like sideways, and I want them to be vertical. And so I emailed them, I guess Friday night. I emailed them Friday night after I unpacked this with my order number, and I got an email back within an hour that said, "Hey Justin, we're mailing you out the replacements with a return label just so you can send us the incorrect ones back." So like super good service. So appreciate that. Everything seems comfy. It's kind of cool because I will not have a gun belt anymore at the end of December. So now I've got a gun belt, same sort of thing. Just some sweet colors on it. So I'm going to get into that because one of the shows that I did, a few weeks ago, or that came out a few weeks ago, the law enforcement shooting group, whatchamacallit, Battle of the Badges. Battle of the Badges, they did an event in West Palm Beach, which was all the video that I saw. I couldn't go because I had scheduling conflict, but all the videos I saw and the social media that they put out, which is one of the best things they do, is they kill it on social media. But they did it in West Palm Beach, and so I really wish I could have been there, but I wasn't. And so I'm just gonna pull up my show on Instagram so I can see, because I don't think the comments are coming in from Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you're watching it, thank you. I appreciate you watching on Instagram, but try going over to YouTube, and because it's for some reason I'm not seeing the comments that come through on Instagram, and I want to talk with you. I want to chat too. So I'm going to try and keep it open and watch it a little bit on Instagram, but YouTube's the mainstay. But yeah, so they did the competition, which looked great in whatchamacallit, in West Palm Beach. And then, so they told me in September, I think they're doing it in Florida again, but in Palm Bay. So I'm definitely gonna try to get that schedule that it's far enough away that I can rationalize getting a hotel. I can rationalize it about getting a hotel, staying there, maybe doing some content for the podcast, doing another interview with the guys that run it. So let's see, over on Instagram, X9 Adventures says he's coming over to YouTube. But if he says what's up, I'm sure he's going to ask. So September, I'm not sure the date. I feel like they said it was the 26th, but of course I will publicize that once it happens, or once I know it's going to happen. And then I want to try and do kind of like counterculture events, like our podcast network, get some of the other podcasts. I mean, Palm Bay is not far from where Mike lives. It's not a bad drive for Tyler either. So I want to, get us out there and do some competing, and meeting the boys on the ground and saying what's up. And so, maybe work something out. So that's what I want to do. Cause I know Anti-Hero is doing a range day event, I think this weekend up in South Carolina, not 100% sure on where that is or what they're doing. But it's up in South Carolina. I can't go, cause like I said, I got the bachelor party thing this weekend. So let me check the comments, see what's up. Yeah, bachelor party. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, we've definitely run some bachelor parties similar to The Hangover. That was the time in our life when many of us were getting married, and you know, it was very Hangover-esque. So and you know, I'm more mature now, so I don't need to totally do stuff like that. But we got to bring my friend Andy, who's a late bloomer and getting married late. So it's his first wedding. Um, there we go. Do I like Folgers coffee? Sure. I don't buy it because I mean, like I said, I buy Blackout coffee because I get um, they run a Donut Shop podcast discount, DSP10. They're also a Florida-based company. They're out of Florida, so I can kind of support local, if you will. I don't. The beans probably aren't made in Florida because we don't really produce coffee beans in Florida, but they definitely roast them and ship everything out of Florida. So hooking it up. So, what's up, X9 Adventures? Welcome over to YouTube. Thanks for switching over. Not that I wanted to pull people off of Instagram, but it's like I said, it's harder to see the comments. So welcome. And then when you get done, send me that duty belt info. Yeah, sure. Yeah, 43 for anybody not knowing cop terms. That is info. The stats. Send me the stats. We got the bosses in. Anti-Hero Broadcast watching the show late as usual. Whenever it's alive, Tyler is running late. And X9 Adventures, you're in Naples. I'm at the other side of Alligator Alley. I'm over in Broward. I work for a few more weeks at an agency in that area. More to come after that, or after retirement, when I can actually, I'm not bound by policy and procedure and I can name it. And then, you know, and I've lived here my whole life. So yeah, you're not far, bro. You know, so at some point, maybe we'll get together, or we'll see at an event. Make sure to follow some stuff. So I'll hit you up and send you some messages, some stuff. And yeah, so what else we got? 12 more years. Ooh, yeah, so long. I got less than 12 more days on the road. Sorry, I keep saying yeah, there it is again. What else we got? Julie, I know you mentioned at one point towards the end of the show last week, you had a traffic question, and I wanted to try. I didn't get it set up because I couldn't remember, and I didn't message you after the fact what the question was traffic related, because I was like, wait a minute, I could bring on our friend Sparky, a traffic guy, a motor guy, bring him in for just a little, session, a quick, not a full guest for the show, but, hey, look, we're going to bring on Sparky and he's going to fill us in on a traffic law. It was something that Julie asked last week during the show, but I didn't fully have the information available, and I didn't want to be misquoted or provide incorrect information. We've already got one. X9 Adventures is in an aggressive driving unit. You're just saying kind of make it like a thing, or like red light ticket clinic once a month session. So bring them on and just have them give some sort of traffic knowledge, some tutelage to the people watching. All right, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I know Sparky loves to get on the microphone and talk, and as Anti-Hero says, Sparky does sound like the name of a traffic cop. He kind of dyes his hair blonde. He looks like Billy Idol. So yes, he is. Sparky is the name. Ticket clinic. Next ticket clinic is scheduled for. So just like you saying, just do it as a show, like ticket clinic, and talk about traffic laws. I don't know. That sounds kind of nerdy to me. Although X9 Adventures does want to come on and be a traffic unit guest. So yeah, I mean, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up offline anyways, and we'll figure out something. Maybe bring you on here, and you can fill us in on some of the crazy West Florida weirdos that we know. I know we have over on the west coast of Florida. What's up, Tyler? What do we need to talk about for anti-hero? What's coming on? What's going on for anti-hero? You have any of the schedule figured out this week yet, or ready? If you guys aren't watching, anti-hero's got some fun stuff going on. We had the open mic on Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern that was over on the Counterculture Network, and it's kind of like this, but there's more people talking. It's fun, super fun, goofing around, but we definitely broke down a pretty hot topic with from Dom Izzo, and that reel on open mic CC on Instagram went a little crazy, and obviously we just want to create conversation. We want people talking, not necessarily saying what's right and who's right, but the comments are on fire, and that video is going crazy. So yeah, and then when we talk about the Thursday night this past week, normally they do a Thursday night show, but the actual Thursday night show was moved to Wednesday, just so for professional purposes. But can't leave everybody out. Those of us that work the road on Thanksgiving and are in the firehouses or whatever, they did do a for the boys live stream, kind of just goofing around talking, but it turns out that Jimmy was in what appears to be a trap house broadcasting. So he was the trap house guest, I guess you could say. So it's all in fun, Jimmy. We love you. But yeah, Tyler, get to work and start figuring out what you guys are talking about, because tomorrow is Monday, and I mean Sunday is damn near over already. I got the gym coming up, and then I think we got to decorate for Christmas already. I pulled all the stuff down out of the attic for Christmas, and we're gonna do some decorating, all that kind of stuff. Put the tree up, get ready for Christmas season. Yeah, all the traffic units do love to do the new type of show called Traffic Tuesday. Sometimes the videos are silly, sometimes the videos are dumb, but sometimes the videos are interesting. There's several agencies that do it. I just saw Fort Lauderdale do one, and they got some guy on Las Olas, one of the main streets in Fort Lauderdale, in a Charger, like banging a U-turn, hitting on girls, and I guess the unit or the officer was in an unmarked car, so he saw it all happen, and so he pulled the guy over, and the guy's like, I didn't do that, and then the guy was arguing that, oh, this is a really strong car. It always squeals the tires when it starts off of a stoplight, and as a police officer and anybody with any slight level of intelligence knows that that's not correct, and you're an idiot if you think just because your car is a souped up Hemi or whatever that the tires are always going to squeal. Have fun buying new tires every 6 months. Yeah. So what do we got? What did you say? You're in the scooter e-bike business. No shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll hit you up. Scooter and e-bike. I got an e-bike. I rode the e-bike to the park on Thursday for a turkey trot event with F45. I rode my e-bike, but on the sidewalk. I was going 16 miles an hour on the sidewalk, just because I don't necessarily trust bike lanes. But the park's only a mile and 3/4 from my house, but it was good to get the little bike ride in before the workout and the hill. What else we got? I don't know. I don't really have anything else. Drink it if you got it. So like I said, I got an episode coming out Tuesday with police officer from Wisconsin. And I know from other friends in Wisconsin that the snow was blowing in the Midwest. Last night, if you watch the Ohio State Michigan game, that was crazy. There's a lot of snow there, and then there was a bunch of snow in Wisconsin for our friends. Let me look this up. Today it's not on the internet. I got to find Mike's page, but today. I think it's 11:45 on Counterculture. There we go. 11:45 a.m. today. Our boy Mike Dilks and K9 from Counterculture. K9's our sports guy for Counterculture. Mike's also a sports guy. They do the show Locks with Copville and K9. It's at 11:45 today, Eastern Standard Time, and they go through all their picks for what football games are left. Not many NFL games left because they've been playing them. I think there was 4 games on Thanksgiving, 1 on Friday. So there are 5 less games to pick from, but they're going to go through all their betting strategies and their picks for the NFL games coming up. So that's a new show. It's on the Counterculture YouTube channel, and they're going to be talking about football. So if you're into that kind of thing, 11:45, jump on there. And if you're a degenerate gambler, the secret is bet against Mike, bet with K9. That's the secret, and hopefully it'll win you some money. And if it doesn't win you any money, don't call me for the recommendation. What do we got? X9 Adventures. Oh, it's not coming up. There you go. I got to head out. Yep. All right. Good talking to you. I'll hit you up on IG and say what's up, and we'll connect. So yeah. So I'm gonna be heading out too. So yeah, 11:45 today, Eastern Standard for your sports fiends. We got Copville and K9. And other than that, and it's over on YouTube. I don't know if they run it. K9 sometimes runs it on his Instagram, but I think it's mostly just going to be a YouTube show. So thanks everybody. I love to see this. I love to see this group growing and people that are waking up early on Sundays and joining me just for my semi-incoherent ramblings. And I appreciate y'all. So you have a good one and stay safe this week. Oh, no show next week because I will probably be hungover Sunday morning because I'll be in Austin. So don't believe there's a show unless I feel ballsy and want to do one there. We'll see. We'll be in an Airbnb, so maybe I'll get a setup. Who knows? So I'll put it on Instagram if it's going to happen. Otherwise, see you in 2 weeks for this, and have a great shopping week on the internet for Cyber Monday. Yeah. Hangover for sure. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Calling all units. Donut Shop has a fresh dozen. Go ahead and take a 1040.